8:48 is what the clock says this morning. My name's Tim Dennis. Welcome back to the Zoom table. Jeff Chesborough is the CEO of Innovate Niagara. Kara Kresik is the Director of Co-op Career and Experiential Education at Brock University. In the city of St. Catharines, our downtown will look a little different than it looked maybe the year before and the year before that. In that St. Catharines will make room for a nativity scene on City Hall property, on the lawn of City Hall, to extend the courtesy to other religious groups to do it as well. But the nativity scene, which went up first in 1965, was put away in 2020 and 2021 because the city staff attempted to be respectful of all faiths. They voted 6-5 this week to put it back. And I want to get your thoughts on this. And I'll begin with you, Jeff, just because I started with Kara on the other one.
You should have flipped the order on these ones, I think. Eh?
That's why I did it.
So my office is directly across the street from City Hall in St. Catharines as well. So I'm interested to see what, there's protests for everything now. So I'm interested to see, but I would have said stay out of it. It's been 2 years. I believe there was a suggestion on the news there to say donate it. There's churches around there. I think that's a great idea. You made a comment earlier about inclusivity, and this is not inclusivity. This is the opposite of inclusivity, in my mind.
Let me and I agree. Inclusivity does not include this. Now, somebody then texted me and said, yeah, but they've extended the same courtesy to others if they want to do it. But my view is that religions stay out of it. It's government. The two should not be meeting. And I know a lot of quote unquote Christian people will disagree with me on that. Kara?
Yeah, way to keep it light in the morning, I guess.
I didn't think I was going to take it easy.
No, that's it. I'm of two minds, because until you made that point about the government staying out of it, I do agree with that. I do think that there are a lot of different ways to celebrate of various religions and various celebrations that crosses cultures, not even religion based. So I do agree that it's already been, we've taken it down. There are other ways to celebrate, but I think that if you made it inclusive, that if during various celebrations that they did have the opportunity for people to do the same thing. But I actually think the best point that you made there is you kind of changed my mind a little bit with the government staying out of it, because it is municipal government. And I do think that donating to a church or looking at different ways we can highlight what people are celebrating in different seasons. I think awareness of understanding how and why people celebrate. I learned a lot about Diwali just recently. How do we celebrate that? So I do think that bringing awareness to things is great, but I don't know if bringing awareness with the nativity scene in front of the City Hall is required.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I get, but the inclusivity thing, I'm sorry, I don't buy, because there are a lot of people who are agnostic or atheist and would not like to see any religious symbol on government properties. And I think the easiest way to do is to stay out of it completely. But we obviously are not City Hall, because they made the decision that it will be back again. I'm nothing against nativity scenes. I grew up in a Christian church, for heaven's sake, and I have no problem with them. But it's my government, and it's also the government of the Jewish person next door to me, or the Muslim people who live across the street, or my friends and family who are atheists. So I don't think the government has any place doing it in any particular way, shape, or form.